All right. Shalom Yashala. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waha Rakak Wadash Barakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aqua that they're listening. What I like to get into is the current state that we're in, which falls in line just with prophecy, man. It falls in, everything that occurs, just always keep in mind, it falls under the guidelines of what? Prophecy, man. We're not out on the highways and byways making this up, Gotta even be careful of crediting Esau being, but, on the left-hand side, they'll go super hard, which they're doing right now with their whole inflation ordeal. You got your six Whole Foods shutting down in 6 different states. I think it's like a total of 6 stores, but you do have Montgomery and Mobile in Alabama. Then you got Chicago. Then you have Massachusetts, and then you have California. So each is 4 that's being shut down in 4 of the states, and then 2 in the state of Alabama. But that's huge, man. Everything's still going up along with food, rent and anything else you can think of. Gas, of course. But I'm gonna let this clip play and I'm gonna get some scriptures.
Oh my God, I am so in love with my daughter. It's absolutely crazy.
Tim Page just became a dad, and this adorable face,
Quickly just show you my 11th-month-old Brooke there.
much easier on the eyes than the rent renewal offer Page just got from his apartment.
$350 increase. I mean, it was definitely a shock.
But something that's become the norm in the metro.
$350 is a lot on top of the cost of diapers and formula.
For weeks, renters have been emailing WFAA about their rent going up $200, $300, even as much as $400. The Texas Tenants Union,
somebody who had an $800 rent increase. It was going from $1,000 to $800, $1,800.
currently helping a 66-year-old in Garland who saw his rent go up $800. And if you need proof that rent is sky high, apartment locators tell us that rent is increasing on average about 10 to 15% in the Metroplex, and that number is usually 3 to 5%.
We don't have rent control.
Meaning landlords can raise rent as much as they want, as often as they want. The spike,
As DFW has become a more, desired location.
bingo, has a lot to do with how many people are moving here, a red-hot housing market, soaring property taxes.
I'm not the only one who's going through this right now.
Page also happens to work for Smart City, helping folks find a new apartment, whether they're new to town or sick of paying too much.
We don't have a magic wand, which I wish we did. But really what we do is we do the homework for, clients.
And that homework, it's going to keep piling up. In Dallas, I'm Matt Howerton.
Hey, that was clear cut, man. It was cut and dry. Like, look, this is what it is. Okay, this is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, I will read that again. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Are we not seeing that? What's the modern day sword? The modern day sword is all these guns and all these gun laws that are being signed. The bills are being signed for legislation, and they're being passed off. A lot of these bills are given the green light. Okay, how's that famine coming? Hey, they saying it's a lot of people who aren't doing too well. Of course, due to the pandemic, due to with the inflation of food. Everybody sees this, man. Okay, I see it. The apostles and elders see it. People that you bump into who are in the grocery store, they see it. Hell, the employees, man. The employees be like, man, it's drastic, man. Everybody's, we know it's ridiculous, but at the same time, that ridiculousness comes from what? Comes from prophecy, man. Okay. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay? What's more than destruction? 18 food processing plants have all caught on fire. You know, something's definitely going on. Okay? The now they're saying the bird flu is about to sweep the land. It's about to touch these nations. Okay, for another more than likely another potential lockdown. Okay, verse 6: For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Okay, they've done it. They've done what they're supposed to do. Okay. He has done what he's supposed to do, and 2/3 of our people have done what they're supposed to do, man. Okay? So we just have to keep that in mind. Our people have perfected their the hurtful works and the wickedness on this earth, man. That's why the Lord is going to destroy this kingdom, man. And it's seen, you know, very clear if you can't see that, man. That's why I posted that particular video, man. The cost of living has changed. You know, a lot of things are about to get real, as they say, man. Okay, this is still in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Is not the Lord doing that? Is not the crime rate going up? Tons of people are being judged, man. Okay. You know, I mean, like literally by my job site, man. You know, Jake had got into a shootout with some other Jakes, man, and died. You know, with that sword, that's a pestilence, destruction, okay, and death. We've all seen this. We exchange, you know, these type of stories because we see it, man. The same stories that broadcasting on the news. Hey, guess what? Those Israelites, we are very well aware what's going on. Why? Because it's according to prophecy, man. Everybody's so baffled and, oh my God, I can't believe. Look, it's according to prophecy. Okay, it's according to prophecy. I'll reread verse 49 again. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Okay? And we see how that poverty is hidden. You know, everything's going up except the wages that people can live on, man. You know, of course, people can, you know, manage their money as well as they possibly can, but the way E is playing, man, he's playing on that left hand is not fair, man. You know, you could really, you know, catch yourself like, damn, bro, I know I just put this particular money set aside for this. You know, I know I had this set aside, but hey, things happen, life happens, and prophecy's gonna happen. You know, so this is very clear, man. That hey, it's about to be some humbleness going on, man. If not, you know, you're gonna get humble. Okay. This is second Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Those bad times. You see what's the conflict that you see with Ukraine and Russia, even though, you know, some things are propagated, but still you have tension to where people that Russia's potentially gonna cut off oil from other nations. Okay. Some, you know, certain nations are, you know, this has got their this situation, I'd like to say, has pretty much got everybody's attention. You know, Sleepy Joe asking for $38 billion for Russia, not Russia, but $38 billion in aid to Ukraine. products that people are used to getting, or like double to triple the price now, or they're not found in stores now. These things are really happening, man. Verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. What's those scourges? A punishment, man. A punishment according to the law, according to prophecy. Okay? Punishment for correction. So that's what's happening, man. And all this news that's going on is, if it isn't evident to you, it just isn't evident, and you just not gonna get it, man. But it's very clear. It's been made very clear. Verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So of that punishment, man. People gonna continue to do what they're gonna do, especially with all these mandates being lifted and no masks now. People just happy to get out, which you get it, because hey, people couldn't do nothing really for the past 2 years. But still, people gonna go back to the same BS. The 2020 to 2022 hasn't humbled nobody, man. Certain people has humbled. We know hearing the truth is humbled, brothers, because we know we understand. From the first of the 18th verse, it says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. See, people think this is one and done. Nah, bro, it's about to get worse, man. It is about to get worse. That's why verse 20 says that. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. So, people who are still getting good deals and still holding on to this so-called luxurious lifestyle, and they ain't really going through nothing or seen nothing, they're in for a rude awakening, man. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Because think about it. They said those stimulus checks was to what? Stimulate the market, right? To put money in the pockets of fellow Americans who were devastated and also who this may have affected. Lo and behold, they was taxing. They said they wasn't gonna have you pay that back. What? They taxed those stimulus check payments, man. He's gonna be E, man. Okay. But it's just beginning, man. It's just begun. I'll reread verse 21 again. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. More bad times are coming, man. Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Because think about it, it's going to be certain people who gonna have to give up the goods, man. That's what time we're in, man. All these movies, what's that? Hunger Games, The Purge. All these, the movies I came up on. People are starting to, revisit those. Like, man, who knew this would have happened? These movies that came out were never made, just for entertainment. Now, it may have some entertainment to be able to engage with the public eye, but it was definitely a heavy message, behind it, man. And they know that, man. Hollywood knows that. They pull from these scriptures. They know what's going down, man. Let me get Matthew 24. Probably finish up, I believe, on two of these. Yeah, I'll start at verse 6 and end on 8. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. This is Yahushua HaMashiach speaking. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. It's not over yet. Okay? It's just beginning. It's just beginning, so get ready. You know? Get ready. Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Now, is this not taking place everywhere, man? Everybody was affected by this pandemic that was on a global scale, that was on a national scale, worldwide scale. Everybody got affected by it. Okay? But it's just the beginning. Okay? Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. The beginning. So just because you could sit here and, raw dog the air once again, man. Hey, it's not over, man. It's not over. The world is about to get hit with something else major, man. Prices are going to still keep going up with this inflation. More death is coming. More famine is coming. Okay, with the inflation, prices of food and then gas. Okay. And look at the first of this video. The guy's rent went up to renew $350. For me, that's usually what? A cable bill in there, a light bill, and your phone bill. The $350 is usually those three things, aside from, for brothers got a car payment if the car's not paid for. And then you have your living. It's about to get rough out here, man. And it's just beginning. Verse 8, once again. All these are the beginning of sorrows. That's all I had on this. Abaratazah, this is edifying for the Akiam and Akwaf. Once again, call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Wahar Rakak Kodash Barakathum. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akiam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat out there listening. Shalom.